Why should you select Pharmacy Prep Center for your PEBC exam preparations? Because at Pharmacy Prep, you get real success. Well, let me explain you how do you get those real success. Well, why Pharmacy Prep? Because Pharmacy Prep have the longest experience of preparing for PBC exams and have a great success. And Pharmacy Prep is a trusted leader with decades of experience and helping to students to pass their exams. And second reason why you should choose at Pharmacy Prep, question bank and practice exams such as mock exams. And also the most important part is the course are well structured and which aligns to the PBC exams preparation and high quality question bank and mock exams, and that helps you to prepare and pass your exams. And third most important point for pharmacy prep courses offered by the most experienced instructors. The lead instructor, Dr. Misbah Biabani, he has been teaching for pharmacy students for over 25 years, and also he has built the team of pharmacists who teaches various subjects as well, combine together their experience. And also Pharmacy Prep publishes books that are updated annually, combined together, that helps to learn from qualified instructor and also prepare for your exams with confidence. Well, with this information, now let's look at what kind of courses are offered at Pharmacy Prep. Pharmacy Prep offers three formats of courses. One is in-person hybrid course, which means student comes to the institute locations, and then also home study courses where students can study from home, and then third type of self-paced study course called question bank and mock exam courses. Well, on all these courses comparison, in-person and online home study courses are pretty much exactly the same. There, however, in-person students are hybrid course, which is means students can come to our institute location, and also they also get the online access to the course. Whereas home study students, they do completely online, live interactive courses where you can ask questions. You will have a similar experience as if you're sitting in the classroom. Whereas the online question bank course has primarily recorded lectures. And all courses features include the 1 year of question bank access and also computer based tests, unlimited use for 1 year, and also mock exams they are provided. Additionally, for these courses, Dr. Misbah books, which are most popular books for pharmacy exams, which includes a printed copy of books plus online additionally included in both home study course and also in-person courses. Whereas in QBank and Mark course, primarily only online access or for the course books are available. Well, with this three major comparison, so you have a great option to select what is the best suitable course for your preparation. Well, every course structured with start off with the study plan. Well, what is exactly study plan? Study plan gives you an agenda which contains complete blueprint syllabus topics that are needed to study for the exam, and also this blueprint of the syllabus that is present in evaluating exam review book, and which is divided into the chapter wise, and those chapters are weekly divided, and those recorded also those lectures are delivered, and during that lectures students will get to know all the key and most important point that need to focus for the exams. And also those lectures also available as a recorded lecture. Students can have access to those recorded lectures anytime later. So let me walk you through on our online platform ePrep Station how this study plan works. To access this study plan, you can reach from the pharmacyprep.com website, and here you get a login, And also students who enroll in this course, they will have access to the online platform and select your course, right? You're writing evaluating exam course. And here, first thing you would see, study plans. In this case, now I like to take an example of a study plan for the March 2026 exams. Means students who are preparing for the March, they have a study plan for 4 months of study plan. In this study plan, first you would see an agenda. If you click the agenda, you will find those are the weekly basis topics. For example, week 1, you will be studying these topics, and also these topics are lectured and guided by the instructor and pointing out to the questions where questions come from these topics. So each topic contains a detail of all the information that is every student must read for the exams. That include topics of all the syllabus we divided into weekly basis. Like this, if you scroll down to the all the weeks, every week you have clearly defined topics that student will be studying. So therefore, students will get opportunity to read them before the classes itself. And like this is a 15 weeks of study plan, and that each week those included all the topic that is necessary, and those are lectured and studied in the class. And here, now I like to walk you through one chapter in this study plan. So, just to give you an idea how these lectures are conducted. For example, let's start with the first chapter, that is pharmacokinetics. So, if you click the pharmacokinetic here, you would see that takes you to the chapter pharmacokinetics. So each chapter has lecture notes, and then relevant to this lecture, there are questions and answers, and also there is a multimedia videos. Means these lectures of this chapter also have a chapter recorded into video format where students can access them. So in each chapter, although each chapter contains lots of information, however, we have subtopics and they are defined as identified as a question alerts. And within this question alerts, further we divide into subtopics where there's a specific questions can come. So, for example, in this one, we marked as a Q. That means where there is a Q, likely there is a question. So, therefore, at least students mark those in their books and they can read those. And also, this require repeating a revision of 2 to 3 times on these key points. And after each subtopics, after explanation on these concepts, also we look at the type of sample questions that are expected from these topics. And that is presented as a question alerts. And also for the same question alerts, you will also have the questions and answers in multiple choice question format. So if you happen to go over on top of this chapter, so we have here the questions and answers. So if you click this here, you will find the questions and answers. And these questions and answers are very unique and aligned with your exam preparation. And initially, students guess this after reading the chapter and attending the lecture. Student this guess this, read the question, and also guess your answer. And once after guessing, you click your answer, you will find answer explanation and the answer section. So, like this gives you several questions that are very well aligned with your exam preparation goals. That means those questions are more potentially likely can be expected in the exam. So, therefore, students, if they study 4 hours for this chapter, we recommend that in our study plan, you spend half of the time doing questions and answers. Like this, students spend time studying and on each chapter, and we divide them into chapter wise. And also in the study plan, we also suggest students how many hours time need to study for the exam in our study plan. And also, in the study plan, we recommend students to study several hours. For example, we recommend in a day basis at least 4 to 5 hours a day student must read for the exam. We recommend students to get up in the morning at 5:30 and get fresh in half an hour and start studying, let's say 6 to 8 a.m., and then you study for specific topic, the one you have studied today, and also revise the previous topic and start a new topic, and then obviously go to work, and then you have your after coming back work again, get ready, start solving questions and answers, and continue studies till midnight. So like this you could cover morning 2 hours and evenings about 3 to 4 hours. That can give you great time for studies for around 5 to 6 hours a day. Well, with this study plan, now let's talk about this study plan covers entire syllabus. After completing those weekly lectures, the same lectures also available, students can access from those study plan. Let me show you where do you find those recorded lectures. Here in the study plan, weekly basis, after completing the lectures are linked as a week 1, week 2. Those are the two classes a week that those recorded lectures are presented here, and student will have access to those lectures, and they can click and they can follow these lectures. These lectures videos are very long. It can go up to 2 to 4 hours. So therefore, you can listen on your own convenience and self-study and plan your day and follow all the key points. Also, this gives you a great chance for revision of those points that is very important for your exams. After study plan, the next point is about weekly lecture. So you for this preparation course for the evaluating exam, there will be a class scheduled. There will be 2 days per week. Every week, classes, live lectures will happen. And these live lectures, students can access two ways. One is hybrid in person course, and also where in the hybrid in person course, students visit to our institute locations, and also they will have online access, so that way they can also follow the live lectures. And top of that, online students will get only online access, and also they will have a recorded lectures. So that way they can follow same lectures as in-person students will get it. And these schedules are 2 days per week. Let me walk you through our in-person campus locations here in Ontario, in different parts of Canada. The next most important part for your evaluating exam preparation course at Pharmacy Prep is evaluating exam review book. And this book, which is published at Pharmacy Prep and also published by author Dr. Misbah Piabani, and this book updated to the new latest uh, exam syllabus. So therefore, this book covers also the entire syllabus and also the key most important point and must read points for exams. So therefore, this book has been an important source for evaluating exam preparation courses. And being this course book has been an inspiration and source for thousands of students who have utilized this book and passed their exams. So therefore, I am confident for you as well, this book can be very effective and very useful and summarized to the key points for the exams, and surely that helps you to pass your exams. Well, this book covers, according to the blueprint, there are three sections of the syllabus. One is pharmacy practice, that is 55% of the exam, and then pharmaceutical sciences, that is 25% of the exam, and then social behavioral admin sciences, that is 20% of the exam. So combined together, this is all about the 100% of the syllabus. So from this syllabus, in this review book covering the chapter wise, and there are over 90 chapters that covering entire syllabus. So in the preparation courses, this book covered in 16 weeks of study plan lecture. In that first month, 1 month it will be taken for pharmaceutical sciences, that would be covering 25% of the syllabus. And then month 2 and 3 takes about pharmacy practice, which is about 55% of the exam. And then we have about month 4 is social behavioral sciences, that is 20% of the exam. So it takes about 4 months to cover entire 3 sections of the syllabus, and that is happens through the guided by the book and also covering in each live lectures. And 1 month will be given the last month for the revision and also preparing final mock exams. The next most important feature of this preparation course is the question bank. Question bank is provided as the chapter wise questions and answers with the explanation of the answers. And the quality of questions that is preparing for this exam is very aligned with your exam preparation. So, therefore, each question has been prepared with thoughtfully, carefully to make sure that are very helpful in your exams. And also each question given with some strategies how to solve them, and in given case of different way of question for the same point, it you should be able to solve them as well. So therefore, learning through those practice strategies of those questions are very effective means to pass your exams. Here I quickly like to go through the type of questions chapter wise. And if you click here, for example, section, there are 3 sections: pharmaceutical sciences, pharmacy practice, social behavioral sciences. If you click on the each section, you will find chapters, and in the each chapter here, after reading the chapters and identifying where the question comes from question alert, here you have a Q&A, and each Q&A is presented here in this chapter and which is relevant to this topic. And every Q&A given also answers, and also for further with each details of these questions and answers are presented, and also solutions for these questions are presented within the question itself. So therefore it is very important that practicing these questions can give you uh, very good outcomes, and that helps you to solve most of the questions that are expected in the exam. And each chapter also has a test yourself questions, where after doing practicing these questions, students should be able to test particular chapter to see how well they understood. Here for example, if you click this test yourself, this will give you a questions and answer that are relevant to this chapter, where you can test for that particular chapter, and also you can test in the time environment to make sure that you understand this chapter thoroughly. And that also helps you to analyze at the end how well you understood this chapter, and what are the strengths you developed and what are the weaknesses that you need to improve. The next most important part of the exam preparation at pharmacy prep is CBT, which is for computer based test, and the mock exams. What that means is computer based test is practices the familiarize students to the real exam, and also helps you to practice in the timed. So therefore, when you practice our computer based tests, which are designed to do practice like a real test. So let me walk you through how our computer based tests are presented in our online platform. In online platform, here you will find our computer based test. So if you click those computer based test, there's another click here, you will find these are the computer based test. So that means you can practice this test, which is programmed into the real environment of the exam, which is basically timed according to the exam number of questions, And also you have an option to flag the questions, or you can submit your question. And also wherever calculation is required, calculator is also activated. So like this, you students will get opportunity to continue doing this test. And after submitting this test, you also will have opportunity to check your score to see how well you did this exam. Let me show you how do you see the score. So after test performance, students can watch their scorecard, and just to see how many questions have been incorrect or correct. If you see any question wrong, you can click and check your answer, what was the correct answer. And also you can interact by making a comment with the teachers, instructor, to see why that answer was wrong, or what could be the better explanation for that answer. So computer-based tests are the very similar to the actual or real exam. So therefore, practicing this can make you more familiar to the real exam setting. And then we also have a mock exams. Mock exams are simulated to real exam condition, which help students to identify knowledge gaps and assess readiness. And to find the mock exams, I will walk you through again. Here you find the mock exams. On these mock exams, where you have test answers also explained, where students can click and read through these answers and also the explanations. And also that helps after finishing computer based test, you will get to see this answers explanation, and that way you will also improve your knowledge, plus also whatever the questions you have performed better, that is your strength. And then the what areas your performance was not to the standard, then you will have opportunity to improve and ready for the exam. So basically these mock exams also give you and feel of readiness, and also give you the confidence that you're ready for the exam, and you will be able to answer given any type of question from these topics. Finally, you also have ask question sections. Well, in class, when the online class is running or in person class, you can straightly ask question to the instructor while during the lecture. However, after the lectures, once the class is done, you can still post your question in our online platform, and you get a response as well. And also, students form the study groups, WhatsApp groups, so where students can join and discuss about their preparation and also the questions and answers. Here, ask question section where students can post their questions. Like here, you could see there are students have posted several questions, and we do respond to those questions. And students also form various um, various points, which is students need help. Finally, I like to present students who have been successfully completed their exams preparation at pharmacy prep, and I like to share their experiences and their feedback and their also testimonials. Let's enjoy this and look forward to subscribe pharmacy prep courses. Please visit at pharmacyprep.com and subscribe courses and enroll into pharmacy prep courses. Until then, thank you and see you. To enroll in the pharmacy prep courses, you can go to the pharmacyprep.com and click the courses here, pharmacy evaluating exam. And once you click here, it offers you the options of in-person course, online course, and question bank. And here, clicking this one can lead you to the enrollment process. Looking forward to see you soon. Until then, take care.